On an ordinary day, a woman picked up the phone to make a call. Just one call. Moments later, she vanished without a trace, as if swallowed by the air itself. What started as a completely normal moment quickly spiraled into a terrifying mystery that has baffled investigators for years. They chased down every lead, interviewed everyone she knew, and combed through every clue, no matter how small. Each piece of evidence they uncovered only seemed to deepen the mystery, revealing disturbing details but no clear answers. Who was on the other end of that call? What did they talk about? To this day, her disappearance remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in history. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysterious stories. Imagine this: you make a quick phone call, maybe to a friend or a family member. You hang up, expecting to see them later, or maybe just go about your day. But what if that was the very last time anyone ever heard from you? What if that simple, everyday act was the prelude to your complete and total disappearance? This is the chilling reality behind one of the most baffling unsolved cases in modern history. One evening, a young woman named Asha Degree was at home with her family. Everything seemed perfectly normal, but in the middle of a stormy night, she packed a book bag with a few personal items and walked out of her family's home. Why did a 9-year-old girl leave the safety of her house in the dead of night, in the middle of a downpour? The answer to that question has haunted investigators and her family for over 2 decades. Several motorists reported seeing a small figure walking along the dark, rain-swept highway. One driver, concerned, turned their car around to check on her, but when they approached, she ran off the road and into the woods, vanishing into the darkness. That was the last confirmed sighting of Asha Degree. The initial search was massive. Hundreds of volunteers and law enforcement officers combed the area where she was last seen. They found a few small clues scattered along the roadside: candy wrappers, a pencil, a hairbow, items that could have belonged to any child. But nothing led them to Asha. Her family was devastated and confused. They described her as a bright, happy, but shy girl, someone who was afraid of the dark and wouldn't dream of leaving home on her own, especially not in a storm. There were no signs of a struggle, no forced entry, nothing to suggest she was taken against her will from the house. It was as if she simply walked out on her own accord. Then, a year and a half after she disappeared, a construction worker made a startling discovery more than 26 miles away from Asha's home. Buried in the dirt, he found her book bag, the same one she had packed that fateful night. It was double wrapped in plastic bags. Inside were some of her clothes and a children's book from her school library. This discovery only deepened the mystery. How did her bag end up so far away? And why was it so carefully wrapped and buried? It suggested that someone else was involved. Someone who went to great lengths to hide this single piece of evidence. The investigation took many turns over the years. Police explored theories ranging from a planned runaway to a tragic accident, to a far more sinister abduction. They re-interviewed witnesses and followed up on thousands of tips. New evidence emerged years later, suggesting Asha may have been seen getting into a car from the early 1970s, a green Lincoln Continental Mark IV or a Ford Thunderbird. Was she lured into this vehicle? Did she know the person driving? These questions remain unanswered. The FBI even released new photos of Asha and a renewed plea for information, hoping to jog someone's memory. To this day, the case of Asha Degree is a haunting puzzle with too many missing pieces. Was she groomed by someone online, back in the early days of the internet? Was she trying to run away to a relative's house and met with foul play? Or did something even more bizarre happen on that dark highway? Her family has never given up hope. They hold a walk every year to keep her memory alive and to pray for answers. Asha's story serves as a terrifying reminder of how quickly a normal life can be upended, leaving behind nothing but questions and a silence that has lasted for more than 20 years. What happened to Asha Degree after she ran into those woods? Someone out there knows the truth. Thanks for watching, and if you have information about any case, please contact the relevant authorities. Follow Dark Case 1 True Crime for more videos.